Hey everyone, this is Greg over at DIY RV and Home. Just picked up a backup camera for our trailer. It's not a Furrion, even though our travel trailer came equipped with the Furrion bracket on it. So what I got to do is I got to pull this bracket, this mounting off. I'm going to make an adapter plate to mount back onto the trailer that the camera bracket will mount to, and then on another video I'm going to go ahead and show the install of the camera itself. So here it goes. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. 2 square drive or Phillips screw. You guys get the gist of that. I'll pop back when I got the bracket off down in the shop. Well, we're not back in the shop yet, but I went ahead and set the camera up so I could finish pulling this off. And as you can see, got the bracket off. Here's my wire for it, and we're still got the old seal up here. Going to continue using that, and I'm going to remount to the old mount bolts, or the old mount holes, with the new bracket that I make. That way don't have to mess with siliconing the holes up or making new holes or anything like that. I'll see you in the shop. Alright, so I'm back in the shop. I found a piece of aluminum that I can use to make the bracket. It'll fit pretty nice. So I'm going to go ahead and scribe it out, and then I'm going to cut it out to fit. And all I'm using is just a pick with a sharp point. So I don't know if you can really see that, but I've got the outline of it. So now I can go over, since this is aluminum, I can use a bandsaw to cut it. So I'll get my camera set up over there and go over there and get it cut out. Alright, so I'm going to change it up a little bit. Instead of using the bandsaw, I'm going to go ahead and use a little Dremel with a cutting bit on it to go ahead and remove the bulk of the material. Alright, now I got bulk of the material taken off. Now it's time to get into the files and maybe a deburring or a carbide bit to finish up the rest of it, get it nice and to where it'll fit properly. So I'm coming in. I've just got a drum sander on my drill press, and I'm coming in. You can do this with files. You can do it with you know, a little sanding block by hand if you wanted to. Anything you got that you can do a nice arch, but this is how I'm doing it. I don't have a stand over here near my drill press to show you it in action, but I thought I'd just give you a show of what I'm doing. Alright, so got it. Looking really good. Looks like it's going to fit real nice. So the next thing I'm doing is marking the holes for the mounts of this. What I'm doing is I found this drill bit that's basically the same size as the hole, and what I'm doing is just sticking it through there and just twisting it a little bit just to put a little indentation. And then what I do is I take a center punch and actually enlarge the punch before I go ahead and drill the hole. Now I'm going to do mine on a drill press. You can do it with a hand drill, but that's how I locate the holes and get them done. So be back. Well, good morning. It's a new day. Got the camera in last night, so I'm going to go ahead and finish getting the bracket put together. Going to get painted up, and then we'll go ahead and do the install. Real quick though, I got to go ahead and snip this so I can finish the mock-up. There we go. Meet you in the shop. Alright, so the gasket that goes onto the trailer that this is going to fit up on actually has a raised edge on the gasket material inside. It's preventing this from actually completely laying flat in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use my fake Dremel and just a sanding drum, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the excess amount to flatten that up, so that when I do put this on there, it has a nice flat contact. Make sure we get a good seal there. See how it's just taking it out nice and easy. Alright, I think that's going to do a good job right there. Got most of that excess, or most of that raise off. So now we just fit it up, make sure it's going to fit properly, and then go ahead and drill our holes for our new bracket. Alright, so I got that grommet to fit flush with that. Now what I need to do is just trim out the center of this so that grommet will sit in there, so it's not trying to push against the bracket when I do mount it. I'm just going to mark it and cut it out real quick. Alright, so now I've got it to where it will fit real nice. I can just add just a little bit of silicone when I put it on there to make that a good seal. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and mark it for where I'm going to drill my holes for my bracket. I'm just going to get it to where it looks like it's centered and level. And I think that's pretty darn good. So I'll get some screws that I'm going to use, and I'll be back with you to show you how I get this mounted. I ran down to the hardware store, picked up some screws, lock washers, and some castle nuts. I'm going to be coming from the back side with the screw. So I've got some pan heads, and I'm going to actually recess them so where they fit flush. So I'll get those drilled, get them recessed, get back over, and show you what it looks like when it's put together. Alright, so there it is. I've got them almost flush with the face of the plate. So now I'm going to go ahead and install the bracket onto it, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so there's the mock-up of what she's going to look like. I think that's going to be really nice. I'm going to go ahead and paint this up, and then let it dry, come back, and we'll install it on the next video.